We're not just talking about some car company. No, we're looking at General Motors as a critical warning sign. Think of it like the canary in the coal mine for the entire US economy. And yeah, for your wallet.
So our source material kicks things off with this really jarring statement, and it's meant to grab your attention, right? Because the really scary part, this whole thing is happening quietly, like right under our noses. And honestly, most people have absolutely no idea.
And that quiet problem? Well, it's already claiming its first big victim, a name we all know, General Motors. So why GM of all companies? Because the auto industry is uniquely sensitive. I mean, with its huge global supply chains and total reliance on consumer credit, it's the perfect canary in the economic coal mine.
All right, so first things first. Let's really dig into just how serious this is for this titan of American industry.
I want you to really think about this for a second. GM made it through the Great Depression. It survived World War II. It even pulled through the 2008 financial meltdown. This is a company that is built to last. And yet right now, it is getting absolutely crushed. Its stock is bleeding out and its future is genuinely up in the air. The fact that it got through all of that, but this situation is what's bringing it to its knees, that should tell you something's different this time.
So you've got to ask, what's behind all this? Is it bad cars, bad management? Nope. The real reason is so much bigger, way more fundamental. This isn't just a GM story at all. It's a story about the US dollar itself.
And that right there brings us to the absolute heart of the problem. A quiet, kind of steady erosion of the dollar's value that's kicking off this really dangerous chain reaction.
Okay, to really get a grip on this, we need to talk about something called the dollar index. Just think of it as a health check for the dollar. It measures how strong our dollar is against other big world currencies, like the euro or the yen. And when you see that index start to slide, it means one thing. Our dollar is getting weaker. It's losing its muscle on the world stage.
And look, here's the part where it directly hits home. When our dollar is weaker, it just takes more of our dollars to buy the same stuff from other countries. So the cost of pretty much everything we import, from your phone to the raw materials that build our cars, it all goes up.
Okay, so now let's actually map this whole thing out, because you can draw a straight line from these, abstract currency numbers all the way down to the real-world pain that you and I feel.
So let's follow the dominoes as they fall. First up, the dollar gets weaker. Then, for a company like GM that gets parts from all over the world, its costs suddenly spike. Step 3, on top of that, you throw in tariffs, which are just taxes on those imported parts, and things get even more expensive. So step 4, GM is facing a massive profit squeeze, and they have no choice but to slow down production. And that leads right to the final step. Main Street suffers. Factories get quieter, people lose their jobs. It's a direct and devastating chain reaction.
And this quote right here, it just perfectly captures the impossible choice these companies are stuck with. I mean, think about it. They can absorb the higher costs themselves, right? But that just crushes their profits. Or they can pass those costs on to you, the customer, by jacking up prices, but that crushes their sales. It is the classic lose-lose situation. There's no good answer.
All right, now let's pull the camera back for a second, because what's happening here isn't just a problem for manufacturers. This is a systemic crisis, and the entire economy is caught in this nasty spiral.
This is where you see just how trapped the Federal Reserve is. I mean, just look at their options here. There are no good moves. On one hand, they can raise interest rates. That'll help strengthen the dollar, sure, but the risk is huge. It could slam the brakes on the economy and throw us into a massive recession. On the other hand, they could lower interest rates to try and get things growing again. But then you risk making the dollar even weaker, which would cause inflation to come roaring back. There is literally no clean exit here.
And while the Fed is wrestling with this impossible choice, the pain on Main Street is very, very real. Get this, the average price for a brand new car in America has now shot up to over $48,000. Just let that number sink in for a minute.
And what that means is, with interest rates where they are now, the average monthly car payment has blown past $700. For millions and millions of families, it's not sustainable.
So what happens next? Well, it's pretty predictable, unfortunately. Consumer debt at a record high. People defaulting on their auto loans, that number is climbing fast. And car repossessions? Yeah, they're on the rise too. The American consumer, the engine of our whole economy, is starting to crack under the pressure.
So what do you call this whole mess? Well, there's actually a name for it. It's called a stagflationary spiral.
Basically, you get stagnant growth, meaning the economy is stuck in the mud, at the same time as you have prices going up and up. It's this toxic combination, a vicious cycle that is historically one of the hardest economic problems to fix.
Okay, so that's the problem. And yeah, it's big, it's urgent, and it's complicated. But hey, just knowing how bad things are isn't enough, right? So in this last part, let's talk about what you can actually do about it.
So here are 3 key things you can do, starting right now. First off, you have to protect your cash. In an environment like this, cash that's just sitting there is losing value every single day. You need to find ways to make it work harder than inflation. Second, keep an eye on GM. Seriously, forget the day-to-day stock price, watch their production numbers, watch for layoffs. Treat the company's health as your own personal real-time indicator for the whole economy. And third, and this is so important, you have to understand that these moments of widespread fear, well, historically, they've also been moments of incredible opportunity for people who are paying attention.
And, that really leads to maybe the single most important idea in this whole explainer. Because while currencies can get weaker and stocks can tumble, your knowledge, your understanding of what is actually going on, that is the one asset that can never, ever be devalued.
So I'm going to leave you with this one final thought. Look, the system isn't shattered, not yet, but the cracks, oh, they are definitely showing. And the only question that really matters now is, are you paying attention?